What's going on, gentlemen? It is Jesse here, and today in this video, we are answering that rather tricky question, what do you say when a girl asks you, how old are you? Now, I received this comment, hey Jesse, I'm 38 years old, and I regularly meet girls in their 20s and their 30s. I get asked a lot, how old are you? And I'm never quite sure how to answer them because I feel awkward revealing how old I am. I've lost girls over this before. In fact, I had one girl tell me I was too old for her and she walked away. My question is, should I be honest and tell the truth, or perhaps you have a different solution? So has that ever happened to you before, where you felt awkward revealing your age to a younger woman? Well, gentlemen, don't worry, I got you covered, because in this video today, I'll be giving you the 3 best ways to respond to her when she asks you, how old are you? And I really want you to pay attention here, because I guarantee you, if she is much younger than you, she will ask you eventually. And look, you could be losing a lot of girls over this, especially if you're much older than her. And I'm in my 40s myself. I'm starting to creep up to age 50 here. So I'm going to be sharing with you my best responses that help diffuse the subjection and get me the best results. And second, we'll be covering what you absolutely should not say to a girl, how you should not answer this question, because if you answer it in the wrong way, you're going to come across as kind of weird, creepy, lame, unattractive, sending those younger women running in the opposite direction. So I'll be giving you some insight to that as well. And third, my friend, we'll be discussing the 3 different reasons younger women will ask you this question, how old are you, in the first place, and why that matters, because not every single girl is going to be asking this question for the same reasons. And lastly, at the very end of this video, I'm going to show you how to flip this question back around on the girl to get her chasing after you, to get her qualifying herself to you for your approval about her age. So watch all the way to the end of the video to learn about this little trick. Now again, if you're talking to a lot of younger women, this question is going to come up again and again and again. So you want to have a stock answer ready, a stock answer that you can just pull out of your back pocket and give to girls again and again and again. You want to have an answer that's going to satisfy her concerns, an answer that's going to make her happy, an answer that's going to turn your older age into a benefit, into a feature that makes you even more attractive to the girl. And if you have a good answer for this question, how old are you? It doesn't matter if the girl's 20 or even 30 years younger than yourself, you're still going to have no problem winning her over. Now guys, before we get into how you answer this question, how old are you, I just want to let you know that you should be getting this question. You want to be getting this question. If you're getting this question, if girls are asking you, how old are you, it's a very good sign. It means the girl's attracted to you. It means she's evaluating you to see if you could be her boyfriend, or if she could sleep with you, or if she's allowed to have attraction with you. If you're not being asked, how old are you, frequently by far younger women, it means something is terribly wrong. It means you're not talking to enough girls, or the girls you're talking to, they just see you as a friend. They don't see you as a potential romantic partner. So they don't even think, it doesn't even occur to them to ask you that question, how old you are, if they just see you as a friend. Because just think about it, gentlemen. Questions like, how old are you? I call those buying questions. First, it implies that the girl is on the dating market and she's looking to make a purchase. You are that shiny new car that she's considering buying, and she's doing some market research. So she's going to ask you how old you are because she's actually interested. A girl would never in a million years ask that question to a guy that she had absolutely no interest in. Now, when you're talking to a younger woman that's 20, 30 years younger than yourself, you have to understand that there's different reasons why a girl will ask you this question. So the first reason that girls will ask you this question, how old are you, is because it's just pure autopilot. It's just a script in her head. It's just good social convention. If you talk to enough women, you're gonna get the same questions over and over again. How old are you? Where are you from? What do you do? She's asking because these women are not professional conversationalists. She likes you. She wants to keep the conversation going. So she's going to start asking basic questions about herself. It's not an objection. She's not actually concerned about how old you are. It's more like she wants to invest in the conversation, but she doesn't know what to say next. So girls are not that creative. They're just going to ask you the same questions over and over again. It's not a big deal. Now, the second reason that women are going to ask you this question, how old are you, is she just wants to see if you fit into her parameters of what she considers the age of a dateable guy. So she'll have in her mind this range of ages that she feels like is an acceptable range for her to date. So if she's a 22-year-old woman, she might be thinking, well, I can date like men that are 20 to age 30. Now, the reality is all those theoretical numbers that she has up in her head, all that goes right out the window as soon as she begins to like you, as soon as she begins to feel that attraction for you, as soon as she gets that sexual chemistry, those butterflies in her stomach, she won't care about the age any longer. It's a little bit like how girls will say, well, I just don't want to date that jerk anymore. I'm over bad boys. I just want to meet a nice guy. Pure fantasy, pure lies. Next nice guy that comes along, she completely ignores him, treats him like he's invisible, puts him right into the friend zone, and she's back to dating those bad boys, those sexy, charismatic men that give her the tingles. In other words, never listen to what a woman yaps on about what she says. Watch what she does. And women don't know what they want. What they say they want is very different from what they actually go for. What I'm trying to say is your older age is not something you have to worry about with these girls if you answer it in the correct way. And I'm going to show you how to get over her logical objections, over that logical number in her mind in just a moment. Now, the third reason that a younger woman will ask you how old you are is not because she's concerned that you're older than her, but it's more like a test. She wants to see if you have confidence. She wants to see if you're self-entitled and you have a sense of self-worth. So if she asks you how old you are and you start getting defensive, you're evasive, or you get embarrassed about your age, or you start explaining yourself, or you walk away with your tail tucked between your legs like a little puppy dog, she's just exposed you for being this beta male that's self-conscious that he's an older guy. For example, if you go up to a much younger woman in a bar and you strike up a conversation with her and you're coming across as this confident dude and relaxed and funny and talking her ear off, and then she asks you, how old are you? And then you start apologizing for being this older guy, she's just exposed you as being this house of cards where all she has to do is go, and the house just crumbles. That confidence was merely a facade. You're not actually confident. When she pushes back a little in this congruence test, she can see that you're like this chocolate, like a piece of turd wrapped in a gold foil. In other words, it's just a really simple, easy question she can throw out there, and it weeds out the posers. It weeds out the guys that are parading around as alpha males, but internally they lack that core confidence. They're beta males inside. So those are the three main reasons why a younger woman is going to ask you that question, how old are you? First reason, she's just being polite. It's on autopilot. She likes you. She just wants to keep the conversation going, so she happens to ask that question. Number two, she might have a real age objection. She sees that you're an older guy. She wants to kind of see how much older you are to make sure you fit into that criteria of what she finds acceptable. And number three, she doesn't really care about how old you are. It's more like a congruence test. She's testing your confidence and she wants to see how you're going to react. Now, before we talk about how you want to answer this question, let's first cover how you don't want to answer the question. And this is where most older guys get that big, fat fail because they feel shameful about their older age. They feel embarrassed about it. They don't know how to answer the question, so they get evasive. They try to dodge the question somehow, or they start making excuses for themselves. They start explaining themselves. They start apologizing for their older age. Yeah, girl, you're 20 years younger than me, but look, it doesn't matter how you look like on the outside. It matters how you feel on the inside. And I feel like I'm a young guy. I mean, I look younger for my age, and you don't want to be with these younger guys anyway. I can offer you so much more as an older man. You're giving her these logical reasons, and it comes across as begging. It comes across as, please, please accept me, girl. You're up here and I have to win your approval, princess. And that's a terribly weak frame to be coming from, and it's going to drive the girls away. It's going to turn them off. The other mistake that guys will make here, especially if there's this big age gap, is that they just blurt out their older age way too soon, before you've reached that all-important hook point, before you've created any charged excitement with the girl, before you start building sexual tension with her, before she's starting got those butterflies for you. Because if that girl finds out that there's this huge age gap of 15, 20, 30 years, and she's not invested enough into you yet, if she's not feeling the tingles yet, she's not chasing you yet, she might just decide, there's too much of an age gap here. It's going to be too weird. She'll just bounce right out of there. All right, now listen up, my friend, because now we're going to go into what do you actually say to the girl, and we're going to handle this in multiple parts. It's a multi-stage process, a little more complicated than you might have initially thought, so stick around to the end of the video. But the first part, one of your options, is to exaggerate your older age. So when the girl asks you, how old are you? You can exaggerate, you can amplify. For example, you can tell her, how old am I? Girl, I can be your grandfather. I only look this good because of all the plastic surgery I had in Miami. In fact, I'm thinking of getting my biceps done next. Or you might tell her, look, I got a great plastic surgeon. I'm way older than you think. In fact, you're gonna have to change my diaper at least 3 times a day. And then you quickly change the topic onto something else. Alternatively, you can misinterpret her question as hitting on you, as a sign that she loves older guys. So you might say right back to her, so what is it about older guys that you like so much? Is it because they're adventurous, more dominant, more fun to hang out with? Is that why you like older guys? Now, besides exaggerating or misinterpreting that she loves older guys, you can also employ a lie plot line. And a lie plot line goes like this. She's like, how old are you? Yeah, I'm actually 21 years old. I don't believe you. You're not 21. Yeah, I just have really bad genetics. My mom was like super hairy and ugly. She kind of looked like a gorilla. She had like all this hair coming off her back, hairy armpits. That's kind of why I looked this way. I actually looked worse before I had all that plastic surgery back in Miami. Then she's gonna tell you, I don't believe you. You're not 21. Hey, that's pretty rude saying that I don't look like I'm 21. I mean, come on. And then you quickly change the topic. Or as an alternative, you can give a very cocky answer with a playful smile on your face, where the girl asks you, how old are you? Simply tell her, old enough for you. And for some women, gentlemen, that's really all you have to do. She's gonna laugh, her attraction is gonna be amped up. In fact, she's gonna have more attraction for you than before. She's gonna drop that shit test, she's gonna move on. All right, gentlemen, now we get to step 2 of your answer. This is the next phase of what you say to the girl, and it's incredibly important. You can't miss this. You need to get the girl chasing after your approval. You need to flip the script on her and now get her reacting back to you. And we're gonna get to that next, but listen, if you're in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, and you really do wanna have that younger girlfriend in your life, it's time to quit messing around. It's time to get some help. Look, I have a 3-month coaching program, and I see that it gets my clients results. I really feel like this is a once in a generational kind of thing. I really do. And I know that's gonna sound a little bit arrogant. I know that sounds a little bit full of myself, but when you believe in something this much, you are a coward if you don't tell other people about it. And look, men come into the program and they have a history of 0 results with women, a big fat 0. And I get them meeting 5, 10, 15, 20 new girls every single week, going on multiple dates, and finally getting laid with the woman that they want. And I don't take on a new client client unless I feel like I can at least 10x results he's getting, which means 10x his level of confidence and 10x the number of dates he's going on. And look, all you gotta do is visit my website right here, attractionzilla.com, or click on the link in the description below, head on over there, fill out that quick application, and you and I will talk to see if the coaching, see if the program is a good fit for you. And look, you have nothing to lose. You might as well try it out. At the very least, you can find out a thing or two about yourself that you didn't know previously. So get off that fence. Stop procrastinating. Embrace the discomfort. Embrace the fear so I can actually see if I can help you or not. That's the only way you're going to be able to quickly move forward and date the kind of girls you really want. All right, guys, moving on to phase 2, part 2 of your answer to the girl, what you need to say to her. And this is very important, guys. As soon as you misinterpret what she's saying is hitting on you, or you amplify your age, or you give her a lie plot line, or you just give her a really cocky answer, next up, you need to turn the tables on the girl, and you need to turn the tables on her right away. Immediately afterwards, you need to get her to start qualifying herself to you. You need to get her chasing you and to meet your standards. So imagine that younger woman asks you, how old are you? Well, you might tell her, I'm so old that you'd probably recognize me from one of the main characters in the Bible. Now you need to immediately flip that on her to get her chasing after you to meet your standards. So you might tell her, so tell me one interesting thing about yourself that would surprise most people. Or you might start immediately asking her about her age. So you tell her, all right, tell me, how old are you? You seem kind of cute. I like your confidence, but I have to make sure that you're not too old for me. Oh, I'm 24. Well, the last girl I dated was 23, so you kind of fit right in there, so you're cool, I guess. Now at that point, after you've asked her the evaluating question and the girl's been chasing after your approval, you want to immediately change the topic to get away from the age issue. Now there will be some women that after all that, they're still gonna ask you, okay, come on, so how old are you? Right? She wants a real answer. She wants you to give her a concrete number to your age, because it's not a shit test. It's not a congruence test. It's not something you pass like that. She might have a real objection brewing on inside her head. She wants to see if you are in a proper age range that she thinks she can date. So to handle the specific situation where the girl's being persistent and she's not gonna let it go, have her take a guess. Tell her, all right, I'll tell you what, take a guess. How old do you think I am? Now, let's say for the sake of this example that you are actually 42 years old and the girl says to you, well, I think you're 33. You're not gonna correct her. You're not gonna give her your real age. What you're gonna tell her is, wow, you are really good. You nailed it dead on. You see, whatever that girl guesses, that's the age she wants you to be. That's the age she's hoping for. So if you're actually 44 and she guesses that you're 33, in her mind, she wants you to be 33. That's the answer she wants from you. And now when you tell her, oh my God, you're amazing. You're right on the money. You're dead on. Now, voila, you magically match that age that she wants you to be in her mind. Now, once you tell the girl, man, you are really good. You are like dead on. Now you can accuse her of stalking you. Hey, have you been stalking me on Facebook or something? Are you like that girl that's been wandering around my backyard at night with the binoculars trying to sneak a peek on me? You're that girl, aren't you? I saw you. Or you're one of those girls my mother warned me about, aren't you? Or you can ask her an evaluating question. Do I need to be worried about you? Are you gonna try to steal my kidneys or something? And then you want to change the subject. Now, if she keeps asking you about your age, like she wants a real concrete number to come out of your mouth, don't be evasive. Give her a real specific concrete answer. So what you want to do is simply add 2 years to whatever she guessed. So if she guessed you're 33, add 2 years to that and tell her that you're 35. Yeah, actually, I'm 35. You were pretty damn close though. And then you want to quickly change the subject. Now, you're giving the girl a lie, arguably, correct? Like maybe you're really 44, she guesses you're 32, and you add 2 years to that, so you tell her that you're 34. But let's call it a little white lie, because the reality is you have to buy yourself time. You have to buy yourself time for that girl to get attracted to you, to fall in love with you, to look past past your age. Because what women will do is they'll put you into a box based on your age before there's enough attraction there. And she can lose out on a great guy that's perfect for her based on some arbitrary number like the age, which once she gets to know you better, once she starts to get those butterflies for you, you know that she's gonna look past the age, it's not gonna matter, she's not gonna care. So really what you're doing for the girl is a big favor. All right, gentlemen, now you know how to answer that age-old question, how old are you? And flip it around on the girl to create even more attraction for you. Now, if you really wanna date a younger woman, watch this video next. How to push and pull a younger woman into having an electric obsession for you. Guys, if you want to date younger women, this video is absolutely essential, so go watch it right now.